Welcome to the channel. I am Jill. So today's video is a Journey to 60 update and the start, well, not the actual start, but the preparation for the Daniel fast. So before we get started, go ahead, grab you a snack and a beverage, and let's get into this video. So, as far as my journey, I think when we last left off, I think I was down to 208. And thank you to all. Well, first, let me back up. Let me back all the way up. Forgive me for being so rude. Let me first welcome you. Welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for joining. To my True Blue Tight Like Glue, you already know. You have my heart. So, if this is your first time here, I do home decor, fashion, and lifestyle. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please check out some of my other videos, see if you like what I do, and think about becoming part of the family. So now we got that out of the way, so let's get into this. So, the last time I checked in, I believe I was 208.6. I'll double check. But as of today, well, I weighed myself this afternoon. I normally like to weigh myself in the morning for my true weight. Your true weight is like when you first get up, before you get all bloated and full of everything else. So, yeah, I was still at 208.6 this afternoon. I'm checking the clock, so yeah. So I kind of figured that, but that's okay. That's okay because I am trying to get prepared for the Daniel fast. And one second, you guys, because I feel like I'm looking up at you guys. So one second. Okay, so that's a little better. So I like to prepare ahead of time for the Daniel fast. Okay, so I had one subscriber, my last mention of the Daniel fast, who had not heard of the Daniel fast. So first, let me start there. And I got a few little notes, you guys. Wait a minute, I have my computer here. And I found this article on all recipes. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I will link it in the description box down below so that you may read it too for yourself. So it says, what is the Daniel fast? It says the Daniel fast has grown in popularity following an endorsement from Chris Pratt in the early 2019s. The Daniel fast is a short-term fasting approach based on the Bible. So where does Daniel fast come in the Bible? So it says Daniel fast is a method of spiritual fasting based on the prophet Daniel's experience fasting according to the book of Daniel in the Bible. So there are two passages specifically that the Daniel fast is based on. So the first is Daniel 1, chapter 1, verse 12. And it says, please test your servants for 10 days and let them give us vegetables to eat and water to drink. The second passage is Daniel 10, that's chapter 10, verses 2 and 3. And it says, in those days, I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. 3 weeks. I ate no fattened food, no meat or wine came into my mouth, nor did I anoint myself at all till the 3 weeks were fulfilled. So that's where the 21 days come in. As far as what he ate, that's both chapters. So what can you have during the Daniel fast? So, okay, you can have, wait a minute, you guys. You can have whole grains. You can have beans, nuts and seeds, vegetables, fruits, and the type of oils. You can't have all oils. You don't want any oils that are meat-based. So you can have olive oil, grapeseed oil, those kind of oils. You can have herbs and spices and seasonings. Now, with that said, let me say this. I'm very strict with my Daniel fast diet. Some people are a little bit more lenient, but I myself, I'm kind of strict. So you have to read everything, because believe it or not, everything has sugar. So I found that one of my favorite seasonings has sugar. So make sure you're reading your labels, because you cannot have sugar, you cannot have dairy. No dairy, no meat, no sugar, no processed food. Um, let's see. Of course, no caffeine. Anyway, there are some that do the Daniel fast that do allow leavened bread. I don't include that in my fast. So you have to find what you're comfortable with. Let me say it that way. Because for me, the Daniel fast is not, and I'm gonna get into that a little bit more. To me, the Daniel fast is not so much about the food, but it is my connection with Christ. So I try to. That's why I'm trying to do this video now, because I want you to prepare before the fast, and that way you won't be so focused on the food, where you're more focused on your relationship with Christ. So anyway, that's how I do. So normally my church, because we do this every year, every January, we usually do it January 1st through the 21st. But because, January 1st, most people are partying, and then, they have, some people have their little rituals they do where they have the black eyed peas and, the different superstitions. Anyway, so we aren't doing it this year until the 2nd. So again, I wanted you guys to be prepared. So I've already gone out and started buying some things so that I really don't have to worry about it. And what I do is I do a lot of frozen vegetables, and I do frozen fruits a lot. Now, as far as the beans and things, I do them. However, when you're trying to season some beans, you like a little meat, but it can be done. You can do it with just a little bit of oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil. Remember, you want the plant-based oils, and seasonings. You can season them to where they're tasteful. I also incorporate quinoa. I learned about quinoa through the Daniel fast because it's high in protein, because you do need your protein. So, with all that said, that's why I'm not too worried about not losing any weight this month, because I know it's coming. It's coming. So, there's no fried foods. Again, I'm going to leave the link to this, because this is pretty close to what I do. This article in All Recipes. So, because it tells you the foods that you can't eat, which is animal products, sweeteners, and sweeteners include agave nectar, artificial sweeteners. You can't have brown rice syrup, brown sugar, cane juice, corn syrup, honey, malt syrup, molasses, raw sugar, and others. That's rare. None of those. No deep fried foods. No butter, lard, margarines, or shortenings. No chocolate, semi-chocolate, no dark chocolate, none of that. None. No alcohol, no coffee, and no caffeinated beverages. Again, I'll have the link in there so you can read for yourself at your own leisure. And I hope you join me. And that, I think, well, let me check my little records now. That is going to be my Daniel fast journey. So it's still my journey to 60, but this is Joycelyn, this is for you. I'm mentioning you once again, for those that aren't familiar with the Daniel fast. So again, it's easier to start. Let me say this: you need to, like I said, prepare ahead of time, meaning for me, what I do, like now, I'm trying to get like all my little frozen stuff that I want to have in the house, because I make like a little smoothie, but it's made with water and not, anything else, water and fruit. Um, and then I try to have my meals in mind or already written down of what I'm gonna fix. Oh, excuse me, of what I'm gonna fix, so that again I'm not so focused on the food, because you can get lose your focus and all your focus be based on the food, and that's not really the purpose. To me, it's not. So that's what we're gonna do, you guys. So again, I hope you join me, and drop some comments down below. Let me know if you're going to join me. And then at the end of the 21 days, we'll check in and see how everyone did. Did you do okay? Did you cheat? And things happen. Things do happen. Now I tend to be very strict on myself. So anyway, so you guys, that's where we at. That's what we're doing. And we'll talk about this again in 21. Well, 21 days. I think that'll be January 22nd. We'll talk about the Daniel fast. Well, we'll make it the 23rd, because the 22nd will be the last day. So, but before I go, let me say this also. I know you guys haven't been seeing a lot of videos, and forgive me for that. However, I started working again, and I'm trying to get my work mojo on. I'm trying to figure it out. My balance. That's what I'm trying to do. So I haven't forgotten you guys. I really, really haven't. Just hang in there with me, and we're gonna get through this new journey of my life. Okay, so anyway, guys, you know how I like to close out. I love you from your toes to your soul, and until next time, stay safe and blessed. Bye, guys. So I know I said bye, but I'm back. So because I want you to drop in the comments down below if you would like for me to share some of my Daniel fast recipes or things that I'm eating on the Daniel fast. Now, you can find a lot of recipes online, and you can also find recipes here on YouTube. So just drop some comments down below and let me know, because maybe I can get some videos in as to what I'm eating and how I prepare it, and that kind of thing. So now, I love you from your toes to your soul. And until next time, stay safe and blessed. Bye, guys.